Hey guys, I think this is the thing where I want to talk about. So, uh, I think lore is something that could make people feel interesting. So I guess I could share you something about lore, if you're ever interested. So, let's start with this. Uh, so you know that there are not just only Dodgebox, and there was actually someone else that I already created before Dodgebox, specifically for OGs. Specifically for OGs because they know what was happening before these times before. If they were well, like if they were keeping up with me. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here is basically before Dogeboxen there was Agent Doge. Well, he used to be called Agent Russian Doge, but now just call him Agent Doge. He's not Russian. He's not a anything. I have no idea why did I say even Russian in the first place. It had nothing to do about the country. Okay, so yeah, basically I was so in that 40th of August, my friend was sending me the pictures of that Buxton, and here's as a kind of a lobby screen, right? Well, yes, that kind of sounds like a good idea, indeed. However, he also sent me another picture which it shows Do- Agent Doge holding the picture of who knows who that could be. But then I asked my friend if to like elaborate who that is in the picture. So he said that it's it's a picture of maybe Agent Doge's wife. So I was kind of thinking that I was kind of having this kind of thought that my friend just accidentally filled in a gap of the lore, because if there was like a no Agent Doge's wife, then I guess that's kind of weird that Agent Doge that Doge Boxing exists, because I was also stating the fact that Doge Boxing is also Agent Doge's dad. Wait, no, Doge Boxing is Agent Doge's son, and Doge Boxing and Agent Doge is Doge Boxing's dad. Yes, so yeah, that was probably the kind of accident that was very, like, random, but yeah, pretty good accident, kind of. So, what I'm trying to tell you here is that there is some sort of family here. So, we have Agent Doge, Dogeboxen, and this kind of Agent Doge's wife. For now, let's just call her Fem Doge. Maybe I'll think up of her name later, and design maybe too later. But for now, it'll just be like this. Yeah. So, anyways, well, I guess that's pretty much the most I can say about the lore, about the Dogeboxen family's lore. So yes, I guess I have answered the question about how did Dogeboxen exist. Agent Doge plus Agent Doge's wife with a little bit of reproduction, and yeah, Dogeboxen. Yeah, so pretty much that's the most I can say. At least that's what I can tell you. So if you thought this was interesting, thanks for watching. And anyway, I guess that's pretty much, like, yeah, the most I can say about the Razia rule lore. Agent Doge might be actually canon to the game, like the Razia rune. I'll think about it. But for now, if you ask me about what happened to Razia rune, why not Russia rune, it was changed. By changed, I mean it was I changed the name of game. So yeah, nowadays it's called Razia rune. Or if you cannot if you want me to pronounce the name by a text, let me just write it here. Yeah, so you see it. Anyway, well, I guess that's like the most I can say. Indeed. the, well, what else? Like I said before, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Yeah, in a stream or not in a stream. Yeah, basically I'll try to make as many videos as possible for now. Well, maybe not really as much. I just do whenever I feel like it. Yeah. Anyway, for now, this is the lore I can tell you. For Resident lore, it would be probably a huge comeback to Agent Doge if I made Agent Doge into a real thing, like a big reference to the Rosie room, because I was kind of thinking of okay, let's switch to the part where I want to talk about the game, like the Agent Doge game itself, since this is the reason why I opened this file here. You see there's this kind of map here, right? Well, it's a little bit of a lot of unfinished. There's a lot of concepts to be determined, so do you want to, you know what, I want to tell you some like plans I've got here. So I got these kinds of concepts where I wanna probably make this kind of a game where it's kind of like Payday 2. So it's kind of like a stealth game. Well, I mean, yes indeed it is, and always have been. So it's a point and click stealth game where you either, so there are two missions. Two missions that can be completed separately. So there's one goal where you have to complete something stealthy, or if it's optional, you could go loud. Or otherwise, if there's no stealth option nor the loud option, then you have to go with only that goal. Otherwise, the game basically, resets itself. Basically, it will count it as a fail. So, what did I kind of think? So, I was kind of thinking of this kind of level. Yeah. So, if you as a doge remember you playing a video type game on my YouTube before I deleted these kinds of videos, sadly I didn't save them. Well, I guess you could never tell when they always use these videos whenever they are needed. Excuse me for a second. So, yeah. If you remember those kinds of levels, then I'm pretty sure I want to implement these kinds of levels. Where the first level, it basically shows, or no wait, it basically represents the first weapon, like the basics of a game, and the second is where the action is beginning, where where the game also introduces you the second weapon, which is the shotgun. And I want to kind of make this kind of a game where you could also set your own loadout. So you could basically select which is your primary gun, your secondary gun, and the item for the starter. And all these weapons are going to be, of course, paid, not just by Robux. I mean it as in-game currency. So how do you earn in-game currency? Kills, pick up items, kills, etc. Yeah, so I guess my game could have some potential if I say so myself, but for now it's just what it is for now. So yeah. Well, I guess that's no really. So I guess this is the part for where I told you about the game's future. So yeah, technically my game is gonna be sort of like Payday 2, like I've said before. So yeah, I hope this is gonna be my working plan, and maybe one time I will implement that kind of concept and plan into the game. Well, of course it's easier said than done. So, well, of course, if you were a developer, you would of course see how hard it is, or I should say, not easy to be a developer. But I guess it's what people like. Video games are cool. So anyway, that's seriously it. I should have said a little bit later, like the thanks for watching thing. Well, I guess for a second time, thank you for watching, and for real, see you next time. Ciao. Have a very safe day. Half-Life 2 reference.